right, you may be seated. All right, let's give our graduates a hand. Thank you all for coming to our 64th graduation. 64 graduations, that's pretty good. Over 21 years. It'll be 22 years in May, something like that. So anyway, we've been going strong for a couple decades, a generation, and we hope to continue to do so. And it's just a necessary need in our communities. And so we have a big class today. We have a big class, and that's a testament to their stick-to-itness. And everybody here has made a commitment to their sobriety, and so here they are. And Miss Coleman, have a seat, Miss Coleman. Okay, so I know it's really nasty outside, so we're not going to prolong this. We want to give everybody their props, and we're going to get you guys out of here. You can have some dinner before you go. And so we want to start with our guest speaker. I think that you will find he's an illustrious speaker. He has an interesting past, and so I'm going to bring him up. And that's Mr. Seti Robinson. Richardson. Just Seti. How about that? Okay. All right.
Thank you. Thank you, Judge Moore. Thank you, Latoya, you guys. How's everybody doing this evening? I was reading the brochure. I said 64. That's the first time I ever even knew anything about it. I should have been a long time ago, right, Tori? You know, but thank you so much. I am honored. And I'm so filled with so much, freedom and love and respect and joy right now. It's amazing. I'm going to carry you through a short journey with me. As the sister was saying, I'm not going to let you leave up out of here, and we got 5 feet of snow out there, so we're going to do the best we can. I don't know how far I want to go back, but I need to go back as far as I can so that you can definitely help me relate to my own story. I can appreciate that. That was many years ago when my brothers, and I have 7 brothers and 3 sisters, come from a relatively big family, as you guys may think. And we all was in love with each other. And we all followed each other. And we all did everything that the other one did. I think that you know how that sibling kind of a thing go. And we ended up going to the streets, and like most of us do when we're misguided and confused and the truth haven't been given to us. We was working on what we had to work with based upon limited information. But one of the things that I always know, that drugs and alcohol was always so prevalent in the communities, always so prevalent. And those of us who, even in this room I can speak to, that probably had never even thought or imagined that this would be you, it ended up being you. So many fragments of my life as I stand here today, I'm still putting some things back together. I'm still working with it. Over 20 years, 25, 30 years of just trying to do the best I can to be the man that I want to be, the man that my mom wanted me to be, and also be the man that the community needed me to be. That's important to me. And today, that's what I do. I live my life to help men and women become the individuals that they want to become. Help them with the guidance and how to navigate their way through some of the drugs and alcohol as best we possibly can, some of the gun violence that's happening in the streets. We do the best we can. I have an organization that's called Circle for Reentry Ohio, and we have an alumni association. Our alumni association is just a group of magnificent men and women who have decided that 15 and 20 years after imprisonment and off of drugs and alcohol, that they finally can do some things in the community to make a difference. And we've been pretty successful. We have a long road to go, but we got to where we at by trusting each other and trying to live the right way and do the right things. That's why I'm standing here today. I want to be able to be a part of some of these brothers and sisters' lives that are leaving here, graduating today. I don't necessarily know what the protocol would be, whether you have to report to anyone and things of that nature. But if that is the case, I'm going to try to get in your business, because I want to try to help you as best I possibly can. I remember back in 1981, my mother came home from a day out, if you will, just a day out. And I came in after she did. And she asked me, she said, would you go get me a toddy? I was 19, 20 years old. And I said, yeah, Ma, I never told my mother no before. So I said, yeah, I'll go and get it. Went up to the corner store and got her a little bottle of wine. Brought the bottle of wine back and handed it to my mother. About 5 hours later, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, someone is beating at my door at our home. I go upstairs and no one is in the house but me. I'm in the basement. You know, again, I told you I had 7 brothers and 3 sisters, so some of us slept in the basement. And my mother had been rushed to the hospital. The doctors had always told us, Ruby, y'all definitely got to not let her drink. Don't let her drink. Don't go get drink for her. Don't do it. But sometimes the weight of the world will be on your shoulder and you do what your mother say do. You do what your father say do. But you don't want to do it and follow their instructions if their instructions are wrong. I thought her instructions was right. I'm her son. However, I ended up rushing to the hospital. My mother sitting there. When I came in and gave her that bottle of wine, my mother was 103 pounds. When I got to the hospital, my mother had blew up to maybe 275 pounds. I didn't have a clue of what had just happened, other than the fact that my mother probably had about 10 minutes to live, because I was told that she was as sick as any person can be. I don't know if any of you ever heard those kinds of words, that language, but it'll hurt your heart real quick. It'll hurt your heart. And it hurt my heart. So we left there that day, my family and I, all knowing that my mom had just passed away. So the next bottle of wine I got was going to be for me. Or the next bottle of something. One of the things that had occurred that day was that when my brothers and all them came and asked how she get the wine, I just wanted to lie. You know, I just wanted to lie. So I didn't tell them anything. I want to fast forward regarding my mom to 3 years ago. And we was having a Christmas gathering at my sister's home, and my baby sister and all of them was there. Cut the music off. I have something I need to say. And I want to break clean with you guys. I want to tell y'all that I'm the one who went and bought her that wine that night that she died. And when I fast forward just now, I also went right through the penitentiary. I want y'all to keep that in mind, that there was a penitentiary time there of about 14 or 15 years that I had to endure. And I told him, I said, you know, hey, I bought Mama that wine. I actually thought I actually thought that I had killed my mother. Just from that wine and being told not to give her no drink, don't go to the store and buy her anything, don't give her anything. My baby sister said, boy, what is you talking about? That wine bottle never was open. And I carried that with me for so long through all of my relationships with drugs and alcohol and anything else and in the streets. I held on to that for so long. And we talking about 3 years ago. My mom died in 81. I carried that with me. I was so angry inside the institution. If anybody in here even knew me inside the institution, I was an angry black man in that institution. And I wanted to fight. I started stuff every single day, almost. I didn't know what to latch on to. I was trying to find something to latch on to because I felt in my heart that I had did something gravely wrong and had taken my mom away from our entire family. When my baby sister told me what she told me, I cried. I cried. It was kind of funny to her because once I started crying, she said, "You got any money?" I reached in my pocket and gave him about 17, 18 bucks. And yeah, well, I guess that was my reward. And my brother said that he tried to open the bottle. I don't know if you guys believe in the power of what God can do. I don't know if you get that part of it. I know we talk about it a lot of times. And I know there's a lot of people talk about how they have witnessed those kinds of things and, miracles or whatever you want to call them. But my brother said he couldn't open the bottle. And I had to believe him because all the years that I held on to what I had, believing that he couldn't open that bottle was more reality than not. I don't know why. Maybe she struggled with it too. I don't know. But I'm glad that that was released from me. You guys have no idea. Because I went through a lot of stuff because of that. Almost angry at the world, and I'm sure some of you can identify. That same baby sister of mine 2 years later, that's been 2017, 2018. I got a phone call and my brother said, Varika is laying on the curb. So I rushed over to Kinsman Union near 116th. And I looked at my sister, my youngest sister, my baby sister, lying on a curve, deceased, dead. She had OD'd. I'm running around the city of Cleveland trying to find any addicts I can find, any ex-offenders I can find so that I can help them. And right beneath my nose, my sister needed me just as much as, if not more than everybody else, and I couldn't see some of it. I don't know, it's something about siblings that sometimes tell you that, I'd rather listen to somebody else before I listen to you, and they can tell you the exact same thing that you say. And you rather believe them than to believe you. And I wanted to help. I'm up here today. This is not a pity speech. Because there's a lot of things we don't have control over. Even some of us in here today that's graduating, that have passed some urine tests, you don't got through a lot of them kinds of things. I know all that's hunky-dory, everybody's excited about it, but you worked on your what you may consider your drug addiction, your alcoholism. I got some character defects, and I know that some of y'all do too, that we haven't had even a chance to even scratch the surface we're working with. We still got so much work to do. We got so much work to do. And I applaud the graduation ceremony and everyone that's about to receive, your certificates or whatever the case may be. But your journey, as you know this. You know it. It's starting right now again. And you got to fight. You got to fight for your life. And I know you've been fighting. That is obvious. That is obvious that you've been fighting. My little homework that I've done on you guys, is exciting. That there's some hope and some individuals that's coming back to the community clean and sober and prepared to go on their new journey. Don't do it. Don't try to do it by yourself. Don't try. Don't even try. Word judge, word the judge, word Tory. Call them. Call Kevin. Get on their nerve. You know, continue to do what you got to do. Because the most important thing right now is that you are clean and sober. You moving in the right direction. You handling your business. And no one else is going to be able to take that away from you. There's a few more moments that I want to just share something. Have you guys ever took it upon yourself, and I don't know if you did or not, and just was at home somewhere? I do this old piece. I get pieces of papers and I just tear them up. I just tear it up. And then and talking to my daughter and my little grandson, I'll just throw the paper in the floor. It almost look like a puzzle or something. And then you ask them to pick up the pieces. If the pieces have been identified as being some part of your life, then you know you still got some work to do. These are all fragments of how our life has been so destroyed, and then we picking up pieces and pieces and trying to put it back together, and sometimes it just won't fit. Because there's some other areas that you still got to work on. And if you don't choose to work on those areas, they'll find something else for you to do, probably downtown or something, in the Justice Center or something. Because you're going to have to do the right thing in order for this thing to work for you. This is not no sugarcoating kind of a situation. This situation right now is all about you striving to do the best you can, sometimes in the worst situations. In the worst situations. And I believe right now, I honestly believe, and my spirit is full. I'm good with it. I don't know whether Judge Tory, you guys have even considered it or talked about it. I know I may have mentioned it to this group right here that's leaving here right now today, wherever you decide you want to go. Y'all are part of a fraternity. Y'all are alumni. Y'all supposed to be, give them a hand. Yeah. You're supposed to be able to position yourselves to be able to come back down here and stand in front of those groups in that courtroom or wherever the case wherever you're going to be doing it at, and be able to bring something positive and give some hope back to someone else that you just left. If you can't even do that, then I would go down and say, Judge, I need to sit in the other chair. Because you're supposed to do what you need to do. You got to do exactly what it is you called to do. And if you called to serve, that's what you got to do. I have committed the rest of my life. And it won't be interrupted just to try to help any one of you guys that need some assistance. Whatever job, whatever the case may be. Whatever it may be. So you're not going to be able to continue to use excuses. Because we're real good at that. The make-believe fantasy world that we tried to live in that didn't work out too good for us because everybody's seen the truth but you. That's the kind of thing that we need to know. And your support system, your families, all these wonderful people that's in here right now today, they're not down here just because they had somewhere to go. Heck, it's cold outside. They came down here to support this process. They came to support this process. And you have nothing to do other than to let them do it. Nothing to do. I'm going to leave all of my information down here. It's down here somewhere. You can just call or whatever the case may be whenever y'all need me. Call you, Tori. I can get on your nerve too. Just call me, and let me do whatever it is that I need to do to help. Let me know whatever it is that I need to do to help. Because it's real. It is so real and so honest. And I would never stop saying that if you're able to see when you fall, you should be able to look up and get up. You should be able to decide that the strength that you have in you is enough strength that gets you up from where you're at and go in the opposite direction. You got to start believing more in yourself. Other people don't necessarily have to do that. But we do. I am excited. About this process that Ms. Judge Moore and them guys have going on. I'm excited about it. Never in a million years would I have thought that I'd be speaking at a graduation for drug court. Other than supplying the court with drugs. But here we are today, no alcohol, no drugs, but a promise that we got to try to keep. Those fragments are real. Those fragments are real fragments on the floor. And when you decide to start picking them up and trying to put your life back together, because you still got work to do. I said that. I said that twice, 4, 5 times now. Still got work to do. But by the strength that you have, the support system that you have, the individuals that has come down here to witness this great day, this moment, we refuse to let you go back. I want to thank everybody. I hope I've said something. I have so much more to talk about right now, but I don't want to run this here thing. If you call me, we'll sit down and talk about it later. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
That was such a great and poignant story. Mr. Richardson, I loved it. And so we want to make sure that all our graduates are going to be an inspiration and an example to others, just as he said, because that was my takeaway. That was one of them. And so hopefully that was your takeaway also. So thank you again for coming and sharing your story with us. It was great. And I'll call on Tori next to give out some special awards.
All righty, good evening, everyone. Firstly, I would like to say that I'm so proud of our graduates. This was a tough class. After some of the folks in this graduating class, definitely added to my little gray patch up here. But that makes the moment all the more sweet. So I am so very proud of you all. I am so excited for the lives that you all are going to live. As I told you all out in the hallway, I would love for some of you all to come back and speak to our drug court graduates in the future, or even just come back and visit drug court. Let us know how you're doing. Update us on what's going on. We're still here as a resource, so we will always keep that door open. I've been giving out my cell phone number, so you all have it, use it on a need-to basis. So call me. I just want to still leave that door open for if you all need any resources or anything. But let's get into these special awards. So first we're going to do our Most Improved Awards. So these are our folks who definitely contributed to the gray hairs, the folks who were extremely resistant in the beginning, but ended up accepting their circumstances, and working on their sobriety, and we appreciate that. So Angela Nenadal. Angela is a tough cookie. Congratulations. Pamela Bogan. I don't know how many times Pam said, just give me my time. And of course, Miss Brenda Cole. I'm so proud of you, Brenda. So those are our Most Improved. This next award is our Positive Vibes Award. Unlike our Most Improved folks, they always had a positive attitude. So we want to recognize that as well. Miss Lovey Atkins. Mr. Christopher Hill. Mr. Nicholas Leone. Mr. Leone was always having a smile on his face, always had a good attitude. Mr. Edward Sanders. Congratulations. All righty, these next awards are leadership awards for those who took it upon themselves to be leaders in drug court and try to help those along who were going through the journey with them. So Mr. Leon May. Congratulations. Ms. Brenda Cole. We know she always has something to say to somebody. D'Angelo Crosby. I'm so proud of D'Angelo. He's such a mature young man, and you've done a great job. Congratulations. These next awards are our Perseverance Awards. Although everyone persevered to even make it through this program and be to the point where you are sober, I know I've heard from a lot of you that you never even saw yourself. You never even imagined that you would be sober. So these are for our folks who have weathered the storm and had some tough situations and got through them. Mr. Lonzel Blue, I don't think he's here. Brenda Cole again. It's like the Oscars for you, huh? Mr. Marvin Coleman. Yay! Congratulations. Melissa Capellis. So proud of you. Congratulations. Angela Nenadaw. Pam Bogan. You're welcome. Christopher Hill. Raymond Stewart, who I don't think is here yet either. Raymond Stewart. Oh, he's coming in. And Miss Barham King. There you are. I'm so proud of you, Sue. You can push through. So those are our special awards. Congratulations again, everybody. And now, again, because the weather looked like it's getting bad, we're going to go ahead and go into giving out the graduation certificates so you all can get a bite to eat and we can be on our way.
Okay, so before we do that, so it won't be a rush at the end, I want to acknowledge all the people who are responsible for all these wonderful graduates. If you are a case manager or anybody like that who's helping, please stand up. These are all the people who do the heavy lifting. So I'm just the enforcer, but they do all the stuff 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and so we want to acknowledge them. So in the interest of time, we won't name names, but you know who they are and you know who you are. So, okay, I also want to point out another survivor over here, Mr. Reimer. He has a story similar to Seti's, and we'll probably do something with him also. We always want to showcase people who have made it, who have been through the storm and have made it. All right, so get to our graduates. First graduate, Lovey Atkins. Want to say anything? Okay. If you want to say anything, this is your time. Letitia Barnes King.
Good evening, everyone. I'd just like to thank all the counselors and more counseling, Judge Moore, Tori, Emily, my coach, my recovery coach, Ms. Marie, Alex, Mr. and Mrs. Witt from the Whitney Foundation Center home, and all the peers that's here. And one thing I would also like to say, I may be graduating from drug court, but I'm not graduating from this life. I still have a long ways to go. I have 2 sponsors. I have a CA sponsor and an AA sponsor. And there are some 2 strong women. My CA sponsor, she keep me busy. I'm on the GSR committee for my CA program group. I have 2 home groups, which is Free of Pain, which is CA. I have an AA home group, which is Cavalry. Just for any one of you new people that's out there, or you have any struggles in this program, just give yourself a chance. They're always going to help us. I should have graduated here in 19, but I had to go out there and get some more information. And I also, before I leave up out of here, I mostly have to thank my mother and my husband. My mother is 82 years old, and my husband is 72. And I took them through pure hell. You hear me? My mama worried, and he worried through life. You know, so today they can sleep now. They don't have to worry about where I'm at. They know where I'm at. And with that, thank you, everyone.
Okay, did Mr. Blue come in? Oh, he's missing out. Okay, Pamela Bogan. And just I want to say, Ms. Bogan and another person in this graduate group, I'm just like overwhelmed with joy that they are here. I remember their first day. We had it out. And look at them now.
Oh my God. Hello, everybody. All I can say is as the judge said, when I first started out, it was like, oh, I hate people. I can say this and that. And today I'm so grateful and thankful for my life. I wouldn't trade it for the world. And honestly, I know if I can do it, anybody can do it. And just take one day at a time and just be grateful. And well, I'm very much grateful, you know, because my life today is total from just totally wonderful. I don't want to cry because that's how I used to do when I first started out in drug classes. The judge used to be like, "Oh, I'm so sick of you crying," but you know.
Give the proper context now.
But now these tears are happy tears for real. You know, I'm so happy with my life. It's just unbelievable. You know, every day it's unbelievable. You know, and I thank the judge, I thank Tori, I thank Emily, I thank Chris, I thank all the ones to put up with me. You know, I'm just grateful for drug court, and I would recommend drug court for anybody that if you feel you want to give yourself a chance in life, because drug court though. You ain't got no choice but to get it right. And I thank you.
We're so proud of you. Proud of you. Proud of you. All right, Melissa Capellas. You want to say anything? Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Ms. Cole said she'll take your time. You yield to Ms. Cole. Okay. The gentle lady yields. Brenda Cole. Okay, full disclosure, this is my other favorite student. I'm telling you, first day we had it out. And look at her now. And I'm just bursting with pride from Ms. Cole.
Well, I'm glad you all came to my retirement party. And you think those careers as lawyers, doctors, and all those judges, those other things is hard? Try being an addict. Now that's a rough career. But through attrition, ain't that what it's called when they push you out? Yeah, drug court is like attrition. They tell me you gotta go. You can't stay here no longer. Now, I wonder what took them so long to get here. Because it's a rough life. Here I stand at 63 years old, 40 years career in addiction. But today, my greatest reward, my son actually made me his contact person. Imagine that. Imagine that. How how dare me deprive my son of allowing his mother to be his contact person, something that we think nothing of on a daily basis. But today, he came with an explanation too. He said, Mama, not only do this change our relationship, he said, but I'm willing to trust you again. And I got that from drug court. It's been awesome. This has been awesome, for real. I came in, she gave me a reading assignment. I went to treatment, gave her a reading assignment. It's been a long road, but I'm going to tell you, it's been worth every step because my life has changed, totally changed. And I'm going to give you this one little bitty example, and this is stupid too, sounds stupid to normal people. Another night ago, I had a flat tire. I'm staying on Ansel at Hitchcock. I'm out on Northfield and Chagrin, right? I'm like, damn, I thought I was in recovery and you don't supposed to have no more problems. How did my higher power let me have a flat? I put my hand in my pocket. Today, I had a membership in AAA that he had me get 3 months ago because I didn't have to give that money to the dope man no more. And I could just call up a number, and they was there to get me in 45 minutes. That's the little things that drug court has done for me. I swear, if it was a place that I could go rally for funding for this court, because they're like pit bulls. You want to get out. No, you ain't going nowhere. Forget it, just let me go to jail. Oh, no, you ain't just going to go to jail. Oh, no, we ain't doing that. And they just keep holding on, won't let you go. Till I finally figured out what was really happening. And with that,
She also has so much personality and humor, and she's just a testament. I mean, 40 years in the life, and now she stands in front of us, and she is clean and sober, and so we're just so proud of her. We're just so proud of her. We just give her another hand, because we say, you can't just take the easy clients. You got to take the challenging ones, too, because we're about that challenge, and so we try to rise to it. All right, we will continue with Marvin Coleman. Sure. Your day.
Just want to thank you. Everybody at Center Point. I know my man is out there, Mr. Lyles. Met a good guy, Mr. Lyles. He stuck with me. He stayed with me. Miss Johnson, and got the new counselor too, Karen. So they helped me. They stuck with me, and I appreciate it. And I just want to thank y'all for the support.
All right, D'Angelo Crosby. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm gonna say this real quick. I apologize for my son. He really sleepy, so I'm sorry about that.
That's
but
all right.
Miss Chris and more counseling. I think she need a raise. And I've been in this program since 2016, so I done seen it all. I done seen people come. I done seen people go. I done came. I done went. Came back. So, but without this, I wouldn't be here, and I wouldn't be in a lot of other situations that I have forthcoming that I'm looking forward to when I get out of here. So, thank y'all, especially thank Miss Chris and Judge Moore, Mr. Green, what's going on? Mr. Wallace, what's going on? Thank y'all.
All right. Christopher Hill. Mr. Hill?
No, I ain't gonna get no long speech. I wanna damn, y'all made it. My sons is
Take
back
your
there.
time.
They made it. I was worried. I want to thank God. Damn, they got me crying, man. My sons made it.
This ain't no success story. I'm 50 years old. I'm going through a lot. I want to thank Chris, because she taught me how to love myself, how to think about me. I used to think about the wrong things, what so-and-so would say, what so-and-so would do, you know. Putting everybody's needs before mine. So I had to learn to forgive myself for the things that I did wrong to the people that love me. You know, I got an amazing peer support. Miss Moore, I love you so much. You just don't know. My first case was 91. First offense, they gave me 3 years. We're doing something that's beautiful. And I hope that I said she's doing something that's beautiful, and I hope that God willingly, with my man Seti, I did time with Seti. I did time with some of those guys over there. Hopefully I could come back, because it works. It works if you want it to work. You can lie to I could lie to everybody out here, but once I look in the mirror, you can't lie to yourself. So the first things first, you gotta love yourself. Really love yourself. You know? I didn't know what love was. I'm still learning. I got a lot to learn. I ain't gonna get no long speech. Those that's new, give it a chance, because they was knocking us in the head. 5 to 25, 5 to 15. My second number, I had a 2 to 10. I was in Trumbull Correction. In the walls. Dude told me he had 63 years to the board. I said, your parole officer wasn't born yet. And that was the dude with the lessest time than me, other than me. So I'm not promoting jail or nothing like that, but what I'm saying is I've been on both sides, and I like being on this side. Like my boy Lennon said.
I don't know if you heard what he said. He said that was deep. Your parole officer ain't even born yet. Wow. Michael Greer?
I want to thank Judge Moore, because when I went in for my bond hearing, she put the fear of God in me. Thank everybody from drug court, and thank Chris from Moore Counseling, and Mr. Berman for advocating for me. Thank you.
All right, Nicholas Leone. He was always smiling, always cheerful.
Oh, there's a good amount of people here. No, honestly, I am really thankful for this program and everything, because it didn't only just give me my life back, it made it better than what it was before. And I'm glad that Judge Moore never gave up on me. I'm glad Moore Counseling never gave up on me. And most of all, I'd like to thank my probation officer, too, because she referred me to this program. And without her today, I'd be dead. I know that. So I'm grateful for this program, and I'm going to stay sober. It works.
All right. Timothy Lewis. Oh, he's not here? Oh, no. Leon May.
I'd like to thank Ms. Moore, especially you, Ms. Torrey, for giving me that CEO job. I'd like to thank Alex. Please stand up for me. I love you so much, girl. I'd like to thank my two homies who I been in the street with. I had moved from the sober living house, so they told Ms. Moore. Shoot, 5 minutes later, I was back at the house. And I want to thank y'all, too, because I really love y'all. Anything I needed, I call you. If I had a problem, I call y'all. And thanks for more. I'm telling y'all stay in this program. You ever heard they say in the big book, you stay here, more will be revealed.
All right, Angela Nenadal.
Congratulations. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you. I won't be long. I just want to say a special thank you to, by the grace of God, that I'm standing here today. I also would like to thank Mr. Lyles, Ms. Johnson, Ms. Karen, Ms. Marie, Emily Gibbs, and Latoya Easton, and of course you, Ms. Moore. I also would like to thank my significant other, Mr. Maxwell, for being so supportive and here through this whole journey with me. Thank you.
Edward Sanders. Mr. Sanders, looking real good.
Thank you. I'd like to thank everybody in drug court, IOUS. When I first got into the program, I was kind of nervous and scared. I had Chris and Alex. They had me in the room like they were double teaming me, asking me questions and everything, but I was still under the influence, and I didn't know how to accept it. But as time moved on, I said I might as well make the best of it because I'm not getting no younger, I'm older, and I'm tired of being tired, so I took everything more serious. And once I was looking for this day ever since August 20th, and now I made it to this day, and I feel good. Thank you.
Leonard Smith. Mr. Smith.
How everybody doing? I would like to thank Alex, Chris, everyone. But I just want to leave everybody with this. Always remember, success comes to determine. It takes its course to reality when action takes place. So hopefully y'all caught on what I just said.
Say it one more time.
Success comes to determine and takes its course to reality when action takes place. So when you take action into doing something and you focus on doing something, not letting yourself get sidetracked, it becomes to a reality as long as you stay focused. So, I'm going to leave y'all with that.
Christian Stein.
Hi, everybody. I came into this program last year on my birthday after seeing a judge for violating my probation. I was sick, and a month later, my father passed away. These people helped me get through this, staying alive. I know that I wouldn't have been able to do anything. I mean, these people have had a big impact on my life. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And thanks to my mom, wherever she is, somewhere around here. Thank you, guys.
Raymond Stewart.
Thank you. Apologize for being late too. See, I got an award for perseverance. I definitely deserve that. I want to thank Judge Moore, Ms. Easton, all the rest of the staff at Drug Court, all the staff at Centerpoint, Ms. Johnson, Mr. Lyles, Ms. Bernie, she's not here, Ms. Hill. They've been very instrumental in me graduating this class. And I want to thank my higher power, because he definitely paved the way for me to be here through all the adversities I faced. So I just want to thank God for everything. I think I'm the last one, so time to eat.
Oh, Mr. Blue? Where's Mr. Blue? Come on in here, Mr. Blue. All right, let's give him a hand.
Sorry I was late, everybody, but it helped me a lot. Showed me more things about myself. Also helped me control my attitude and anger, which left me being here. I learned my lesson though, but it helped me learn to progress and process things a little better than what I was. 'Cause if I wasn't in this program right now, I probably would be in jail right now. That's just God honest truth. But I'm glad to be here, happy to keep moving forward. I don't know if anybody else said it, but I'm happy that this program is over with for me. I am so happy. But it was an experience. I'm gonna miss the group of Heat guys I was with. You know, we had fun. We did our project. Everybody worked together. You know, even the new guys that came in with us. I love y'all. I'll be stopping in to see y'all. I appreciate it. Everybody have a good one.
Okay, did we get everybody? Okay, so we're graduating a really good group of people. They have character. They're very, very, they did what they said they were going to do. And I will miss you guys. I know you won't miss me, but I'll miss you guys. To come and speak. I understand. Absolutely. And I just have to say, the people who are still in drug court, you know, we enjoy you guys. We really do. And we all want you to succeed. And we want the best for you. And, you know, you hear that tough love. And, you know, that's what we give. You know, it's tough and it's love. So we want to make sure that all of you sitting back there and on the sides and the margins and everything, that you're going to be right here in a few months. And so we can celebrate you and your success too. So it's very gratifying for me to sit in drug court. I enjoy it. I love it. I look forward every Wednesday. I know you guys don't, but I do. Because we like, you know, it's like an impactful thing. And if courts can't be anything, they should be impactful in a good way. And so that's what we try to do. That's what Tori tries to do, what our whole team tries to do. So even if you don't want to do it, you know in your heart you need it. And a lot of people come and say, I'm so glad you all made me do this program. And I always tell you, say, you might be fighting us now, but you know in like 9, 12 months, you're going to be like, I'm so glad we had this fight and that we won. So I'm glad to see all of you all here. Thank you all for coming out to support everybody. Make sure that you keep them lifted up so they can maintain the sobriety and, again, be an example and an inspiration to others. And our next graduation will be in the summertime, and hopefully it'll be at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Everybody who comes can, you know, you can go around the museum, and so if you haven't seen it, well, we can have alumni come, whoever comes. So I want to put that out there so it's something people to look forward to, because everybody hasn't been there. You know, people in New York City have never been to Empire State Building. So, you know, and people here have not been to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So we're going to do it in conjunction with Judge Sittenberg's court, and I'm looking forward to that. I think it's going to be a great partnership. It's going to be really fun. And so if you guys are on the list to graduate in a few months, make sure that you do what you're supposed to do so that you can get your laurels at the Rock Hall.